Hello and welcome to Daily Reflection with Aneel Aranha. Today is the 23rd of February 2019. We're going to reflect on Mark chapter 9, 2 to 13. 6 days later, Jesus took with him Peter and James and John and led them up to a high mountain apart by themselves. And he was transfigured before them, and his clothes became dazzling white, such as no one on earth could bleach them. And there appeared to them Elijah with Moses, who were talking with Jesus. Then Peter said to Jesus, "Rabbi, it is good for us to be here. Let us make 3 dwellings, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah." He did not know what to say, for they were terrified. Then a cloud overshadowed them, and from the cloud there came a voice, "This is my son, the beloved, listen to him." Suddenly, when they looked around, they saw no one with them anymore, but only Jesus. As they were coming down the mountain, he ordered them to tell no one about what they had seen until after the Son of Man had risen from the dead. So they kept the matter to themselves, questioning what this rising from the dead could mean. Then they asked him, "Why do the scribes say that Elijah must come first?" He said to them, "Elijah is indeed coming first to restore all things. How then is it written about the Son of Man that he is to go through many sufferings and be treated with contempt? But I tell you that Elijah has come, and they did to him whatever they pleased, as it is written about him." The Gospel of the Lord. Have you ever been in worship so deep and so wonderful you wish you could remain there forever? Or have you ever preached a sermon or retreat where the anointing has been so powerful you never wanted it to end? Or have you ever struggled with a problem or addiction to finally achieve triumph over it? Or using a more worldly scenario, have you ever been the recipient of praise and applause and wish you could bask in the adulation for all time? These are all, in different ways, mountaintop experiences that many of us are blessed to have. 3 of the apostles, Peter and James and John, had such an experience when Jesus led them up the mountain where he was transfigured before them. Shining in dazzling glory, they saw him talking with Elijah and Moses. It was such an amazing experience, they asked Jesus if they could just stay up in the mountain, but of course they couldn't. We can't either, because much as we would like to remain basking in glory, we don't grow on the tops of mountains. We grow on the journey towards the top of them and the preparation that one makes before the climb. Think of Edmund Hillary, the New Zealander who was the first man to climb Mount Everest. He didn't just set out one fine day to climb the mountain. He started training years before, climbing small hills at first, strengthening his legs, building his stamina, developing techniques, learning from his mistakes. Then he started climbing higher mountains, struggling through the more difficult slopes, breezing through some of the easier stretches until he finally climbed the summit and raised his arms in victory. Then descending, he would rest a while before he set his sights on the next mountain to climb. And finally, one day, he started up Everest and with a few companions got to the top. The Christian journey has a lot of parallels with mountain climbing, but very few of us prepare or train for life's greatest adventure. And we have to. I am mixing metaphors here, but this is what Paul wrote. "Do you not know that in a race all the runners run, but only one gets the prize? Run in such a way as to get the prize. Everyone who competes in the games goes into strict training. They do it to get a crown that will not last, but we do it to get a crown that will last forever. Therefore," he continues, "I do not run like someone running aimlessly." So let us prepare, and prepare well, for life's greatest adventure. God bless you.